Saw dudes, it's a boy, Thunder to the Strike, back again with another CWL War recap. This is week 1 of the CWL playoffs. As you can see, 6 Schlitzes, 6 Schnitzels with 109, 2 Suomi Kotkats, 113. Losing terribly, just like everyone expected. Just like our boy, Jake from One Hive expected. Hello, homie. Much love to you. YouTube friends, you know. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, this week 1 playoffs, of course. Suomi Kotkat was the first seed of the wildcard spots. So I think we were the 4th seed from all the divisional champions. So I guess Suomi Kotkat was a favorite going in here from the numbers. And they were favorites all along anyway. Everybody expected Suomi Kotkat to win, and I guess everybody was right. Thank you. Thanks for your predictions. We were pretty close at the 10v10 count in the beginning. Both of our 10v10 attempts, 10v10 3 stars were pretty early, and they were pretty early on their 10v10s too. But they just they got us real good. Yeah, they had 6 10v10s and we only had 2. We had 1 dip fail where they had 2 dip fails, but then again we have another failed 11v11 attempt, so I guess that counts as, technically counts as another dip fail. So technically 2 dip fails per side, which means that the 10v10 counts prevails for the entire star count, so that's why you see 109 to 113 being a 4-star differential. The Talon 9s were both very good, 66% hit rate, so both sides had 9 scouts. 10v11 was horrible from our side. We were 4 for 13. That means, our breakdown was 5, 16, and 9s, if you didn't know, which you probably didn't because I never said it. Which means that us going 4-13 on their tunnel 11s means that we left one up. So that's why we had to go 11v11. And we only got 2 stars. So that's why I counted as a dip fail. And they went 5 for 9. 5 for 9 is over 50%. So very good. Good job to them at 10v11 and 10v10. And their tunnel 11 bases were very annoying to take out, so kudos to your base building. Very nice bases indeed. And the only area where we really edged them out was tunnel 11, I guess, because we didn't have 2 dip fails. So the only area we were better in actually was tunnel 11. So great job to the 11s. And let's start with the tunnel 9s again, because I like that format a little bit. And we're going to start off with number 35, Addy the Wolf, coming in with his favorite attack, which is the Quad Lalo, Suicide Hero Quad Lalo. It's coming in with the Hawk first. It's going to take out one of the mortars, going to lure the CC. Being a Hound, he actually wants to lure that away from his Suicide Hero entry. So it's coming in with the King to tank and the Queen behind. And as you can see, the Queen hopped out of her little compartment there. So that means the King just has to use his ability. And the Queen goes down. There she goes. And the Queen is going to pick up one of the 4 air defenses. So that's a very nice value. As long as you can get the Queen down and another air defense only with your heroes, not even using wall breakers or anything. And also, I just tagged on the sweepers because the sweepers are pointing away from his entry point right here, so there's nothing really he can do wrong, but still, very nice plan from Addy here. Good stuff, identifying just what this base needs, and perfect Lalo deployment. It's gonna rage here, rage twice, because the new loons after the update are either strong in big packs or in rages, so that's what you wanna shoot for. Second rage coming down, Not entirely sure if he needed that because he had so many loons up there. But he's still gonna swag 2 dark spells and still has a hog in the back for some reason. Deploys his minions quite late, but that doesn't really matter because he shredded through the base pretty quickly. Let's speed up the cleanup process. Drops the hog for cleanup, which I wouldn't have advised. Rather swag that, dude. And there goes the haste and the poison swag. Kind of missed that. And let's move on to number 29, Troublemaker, AK, coming in with his signature attack. I don't know if we should name this attack something. Probably the Troublemaker. How original, dude. Yeah, coming in with his favorite attack, the dragons and hogs. It's gonna come with 3 dragons only because there were no air targeting defenses at the queen. So it doesn't really need that much more. I think he would have gone away with 1 or 2 dragons, to be honest. Or maybe 2 dragons. 1 dragon probably wouldn't have had it. But dragons just kind of die here, so I guess that's 1 wasted dragon at least. But they still got the king and the queen down. So I think he actually wanted the dragons to take out the king as well. On the other side, Suicide Heroes, just to clear defense. This was a cleanup attack, so he knew that the hound was in the CC. So nothing he has to worry about coming out of the clan castle. And he has 36 hogs going for the rest of the base, and this is just too much for this base to handle. Also, quite a few outside giant bombs here, which is, in my opinion, only useful for like thin backhand hogs, like in a stoned hobo. This obviously isn't a stoned hobo, so I don't think the outside giant bombs really worked. So you can see there's this last giant bomb he's gonna step on, but using 3 of the 4 heals was plenty, and as you can see, so many hogs up. Did he not bring any cleanup? He didn't. There's like 5 hogs. No, 5 archers for cleanup. So, but yeah, he still has at least 20 hogs up for cleanup. There goes the swag heal. Let me see. Yeah. Whoa. Only 1 wizard, and I think he deployed that at the beginning. So, pretty ballsy not bringing any cleanup. But yeah, he trusted his hogs, and with a good reason. Next up is me, your boy Thunderstrike, coming in with a CB Lalo. Already a bamboozle at the beginning. This Corin Tesla here was a cleanup attack, but I changed my plan like last second, so I kind of forgot about dropping my loon on the Tesla first. So I'm sorry. Funneling wasn't really successful. The dark barracks stay up, so the queen kind of takes a walk. But yeah, I have to do some nice recovery mechanics over here. CC comes out, but I can receive that with the poison, and the queen actually still helps out with that, even though she is outside of the base. Still kills that baby dragon right there, and the king is tanking for all the defenses, so I drop a 2nd wizard right there for the air defense, so I take that out. So yeah, adjusting on the fly, kind of scary, but I managed pretty well, if I can say so myself. And the rest of the base, there go my failed loons. Take out the Tesla on the fly. Just remembered about that. And then I come in with 2 hounds for 2 air defenses and just 22 loons. Too much for this base. Gonna come in haste in the beginning because I was going against a sweeper. So you want to haste through that part where the sweeper goes against you. And then I have a backhand rage. Still 2 skellies for the queen, obviously. But actually here, the queen kind of steps on the expo and all the loons kind of drop bombs on her. So she dies in an instant. There she goes. And the skellies just are going to help with cleanup. Even though they are in this pocket, they're going to break through the wall pretty quickly. And yeah, not that many cleanup troops down there. But the skeletons are actually going to beat through the wall and help with the clan castle. Yeah, I just had a few minions and the loons, of course, to clean up. But in the end, I had so many loons up, so it was a pretty okay attack. Moving on, we are going to be looking at number 25, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, QWERTY coming in with a very nice attack. It's gonna come in with a large queen charge / walk. No, that's pretty much a charge, even though he doesn't have to use wall breakers because this base is so open. And he's gonna start off with a second layer funneling with hasted loons. Very nice. It's gonna take out an archer tower, a wizard tower, and a Tesla with that, with 5 loons and 1 haste only, so that's very good value. Then his first layer funneling comes in. 2 baby dragons and a wizard, creating a very nice funnel. There's a lot of trash buildings here. So he puts down his king. King's gonna tank for a little bit, and he's actually gonna be taking out the queen, which wasn't necessary, but it's very nice indeed. Yeah, king takes out the queen, almost takes out the enemy king. But yeah, he didn't plan on doing that, I think, because he has 3 rages for his queen walk, even though the majority of the attack is these 27 hogs he has, 21 of his own and 6 in the CC. The only poison coming down, killing the pups pretty well. And he's gonna be taking out some pretty key buildings and heroes, of course. Both of the heroes is gonna take out with the queen. And one of the expos, the bomb tower, lots of point defense, so very nice value from the queen, even though he planned on using 3 rages, but he's gonna end up only using 2 of them, because he still has the ability in the bag. So coming in with the hogs, not sure if this is a cleanup attack or a fresh hit. Either way, he's being very patient with his heal, which I like a lot. Still not dropping the heal, but he's gonna step on a few giant bombs right here. 1, there goes 2, there goes 3. So he drops his heal, and it's gonna drop his rage for the hogs for the back end. Not really needing it, but better safe than sorry. And cleanup wizards coming in, taking out everything. Just all in all, very nice attack. Ended up being a healer hog, right? Not really, but yeah, great job to QWERTY. QWERTY went 100% on Tunnel 9 because he had 1 scout, but only one attack on a Tunnel 9 and a triple. Next up is Rishi Kesh, our one of our 2 10v10s we had. Yeah, Rishi Kesh, of course, one of our very good 10v10 hitters. Not sure if that is the first time on his channel. If it is, welcome. I don't think you really care. But yeah, he's been here for quite some time now. But always tripling when I'm away. But there you are. Got you, dude. Caught you with the 10v10 triple, huh? Just come in with 4 Valks, if I saw correctly, and the king. Jump straight to the queen. Suicide queen, of course. Jump straight to the queen, getting the inferno and the enemy queen with his Valks and the king. Yeah, despite this core being quite strong, this core section with the sweepers, the expo, actually almost 2 expos, and the wizard tower. Despite that being so strong, he actually avoids that section until the very last part of the attack, which is going to come here. Of course, he had 2 heals on a 10v10 hit. That is not very common in my opinion, but as this base kind of had these 2 major kill zones for loons, he needed those heals, and the infernos weren't really protected by a ton of traps or a ton of defenses, so he only really needed one haste for it. So that was pretty nice. Nicely done by Rishi Kesh. Split it up here. Last defense being the archer tower. Sorry, kind of forgot the name here. And yeah, just clean well underway. yeah, unfortunately, just 2 10v10s. Oh, there's still this corner hut. There he goes, triple for Rishikesh. And next up is Omar Seri on PwC Flawless on number 20. So we took out these 2 lowest bases of the war. So I guess that's always our minimum objective. So good job, Schlitzes, on doing that. Pretty average 10v10 count for us, to be honest. 2 of them. We're really close on a 3rd and a 4th base. One of them being a 99% by Rishikesh. So Rishi actually very, very close on a 6-pack. But let's get back to the raid. Here, very interesting stuff. Omar raging his queen so that she tears through those defenses quicker so that she can reach the queen. And there she goes, just tearing a hole in like a very hard base of the hard part of the base, hard base of the part. I'm retarded. And yeah, taking out that much on an entry, just a very nice job. And as we all know, Omar being such a Lalo god, he knows how to take out the rest of the base. Just hasting into the first Inferno, no big deal. Doesn't have to use any rages or heals or freeze, which he still saves up for the second Inferno. Rage coming down, freeze coming down, kind of misses the freeze, but doesn't really matter. He gets the Inferno, which was his plan, and the other 2 defenses were being tanked anyway. So pretty flawless attack, if I can say so. Get it? PwC flawless attack. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the raid. Cleans up the rest of the base pretty well. Clean up, not that many pups. Not at all, actually. Oh, wait. Here's one. The legend of the last lava pup, dudes. You've seen it here first. Or last, I don't know. But he wraps up this raid pretty well. Very nicely. And the last base we're going to be looking at is number 1. One of our successful 10v11 attacks done by Tim the boy. Tim the champ. So good at 10v11. This is actually one of the things that I really got bamboozled on. His second attack, he got a 2-star like on live attack, but as we like got out of the live replay, it only was a 1-star. So like the last archer queen shot by Tim, by his queen, registered in the live attack, so he like barely got that last building down. But like, and it was a 50% 2-star. But as we got back to the war screen, the 2-star wasn't registered, so the last hit must have been like lost in fucking Supercell land. And yeah, he missed a 2-star for some reason. So a 2-star in the live replay, but a 1-star only on the war map. So we got bamboozled there and had to use another hit on 10v11. So that one hit might have helped us in getting another 10v11 attempt on that base. We had to 11v11, but wouldn't have really changed the outcome. But just unlucky again by Schlitzes, as always. Let's get back to this raid. Very juicy queen walk. This queen walk is actually gonna get almost 50%. So what a raid. What a raid indeed. It's gonna take out the eagle even with the queen. The queen kind of avoided the enemy queen, which I highlighted here. It's coming up top. Let's slow this attack down again, please. This was pre-recorded if you couldn't tell by now. He's gonna use both of his baby dragons for the enemy CC because he already had the 50% well locked up, so he didn't have to use the there you go, the baby dragons. There we go with the swag rage. Not really swagged, but he misses the rage pretty pretty nicely, to be honest. But yeah, 67%, very nicely done by Tim. And he actually used the whole 3 minutes for the raid, so very patient stuff by Tim. So yeah, 6 Schlitzes ending the CWL season pretty early. One round more than most of the clans. Unfortunate, yeah, of course. But again, SK is a pretty good clan. We ended up with a 7-4 record in the regular season, which was pretty good. Nothing to be ignored, of course. So definitely not a bad season for 6 Schlitzes. Not as good as CWL season 1, but then again, all the clans have been catching up. And yes, the playoffs are not predetermined. For example, One Hive being beaten by Clan Tenmo Bay, or By Forever beating WHF by 2 stars even. Pretty cool. I like to see some stuff being unexpected, I guess. Of course, would have loved to see 6 Schlitzes winning, but we weren't the favorite, so it's not as devastating. And I hope you enjoyed this recap. Bit of a long recap here, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, Thunderstrike out.
Fuck you, man. No.